Okay, guys. Well, welcome to tonight's Discover Arbonne. I am super excited that you took the time out on your busy summer night to be a part of this, whether you're here in person or you're joining us virtually. Welcome. I want to let you know that there is definitely a reason why you were asked to be on this call tonight, or someone shared this video with you. We don't just send this to people with a pulse. You might think that we do, but honestly, we share this with driven, like-minded people who are looking for more, whether it's you're just a very generous person, you want the best for somebody, maybe you just care about healthy living products, whatever it might be, there's a reason that you're on this call. So I want to thank you first for taking the time out to listen and to join us, whether virtually or live, and we appreciate that. So a little bit about me. My name is Michelle Newman, and I am a speech pathologist and a behavior analyst by trade. I'm actually very passionate about my career and what I do. My specialty is working with non-vocal children with autism, and I absolutely love it. However, I am also a busy mom of two children. I have a 4-year-old daughter, Olivia, who is complete diva and drama. And then I have a 2-year-old son who is just go, go, go. So, between the two of them, it definitely keeps me busy. But what I was finding was that I was spending so much time and so much energy at work, and then I'd come home and I'd literally have nothing left to give my kids. And, I felt like that wasn't fair to myself and also to my family. So I was looking for an answer for this. Arbonne actually first found me, however, several years before I decided to jump in. So about a year and a half before I joined, I was at Executive Regional Vice President Victoria Davila's launch. And I actually was one of those people who would never, ever go to an event like that. I thought of every excuse I possibly could to get out of little lipstick parties and pampered chef and jewelry parties. If I even RSVP'd, I'm embarrassed to say. If you would have told me I would be here doing this, I probably would have laughed in your face. But I have to say that night when I attended that event that my mother-in-law bribed me to go to, she actually told me she'd buy me something if I went with her. So I did attend, and I was asked 2 questions. And these are 2 questions that I always ask of people because I think it's really important. The first is, where will you be in 5 years if you continue to do exactly what you're doing today and you change absolutely nothing? Where will you be, especially financially? Where will you be time-wise? Will you have more time for yourself and your family? And the second question is, are you prepared for impact if, God forbid, something happens to your primary source of income? And I was asked that question at the time. I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about it. However, I did think a lot about the first question. So where will I be in 5 years? And at the time, I was a speech pathologist. I was also covering someone's behavior analyst maternity leave. My daughter was probably about a year old, and my husband and I were getting by, but we weren't going on tons of vacations. And I was like, in 5 years, if I don't change anything, I really don't see this changing for myself and for my family. So I listened that night, and I was ready to jump in afterwards. I was super excited, so pumped up. I listened to our national vice president actually before she was an MVP. I listened to her speak at this launch, and I was ready to go. I called my husband on the way home, and I'm like, babe, I'm going to do this thing called Arbonne, and it's going to be so amazing. And my husband, loves me, of course, and he had the best interest for me, but he said, Michelle, how do you possibly think that you could fit this into your already cram-packed schedule? Number 1. Number 2, it's a pyramid scheme. Nobody ever gets the bends, okay? And number 3, you don't have a background in sales, your background's in education. How do you think that this would work for you? So he kind of fed into all of the fears, and anybody who jumps into this opportunity, I think, comes filled with fear. And he fed into all those fears, and I listened. He definitely talked me out of the opportunity. And I said, well, you know what? I like the products. I like what they stand for. I'm going to sign up for the discount. And I did that, and I watched for a long time and did not do Arbonne, did not earn that income. Fast forward, I was relocated down in the Carolinas, and I had just had my son, and he was less than 8 weeks old, and I get a phone call from this same friend, family friend. I grew up with her kids, and she talked to me. She asked me how my son was doing, and at the end of the conversation, I was like, "So how's Arbonne going?" She's like, "Well, I'm retiring early from teaching. I'm earning my free Mercedes, and I'm making a significant enough income that I can choose to walk away from my career, replacing, a pay scale that's the top of the teacher pay scale in New Jersey," which those of you up there know that that's a big deal. So I thought, she's been doing this for a little over a year and a half, and she's already at this level. And then the second thought was, I'm ready to kill my husband because that could have been me had I jumped in when I was really ready to and when my heartstrings were telling me to. So I decided at that point, I didn't care what anybody said. I was doing this for me, and I was doing this for my family. And Victoria actually did not even know that just, I guess, probably a few months prior, my husband and I were talking about picking up more hours at work, to earn more income. And it was making me sick to my stomach. I had this knot in my stomach on my maternity leave. What would I do? So I jumped into Arbonne, and it has been the most amazing and rewarding experience for me and my family, but now it's become so much bigger. I did promote our first level promotion in a few weeks, our second a few months after that, and most recently, June 1st, promoted to executive, look at that, I'm getting ahead of myself. I know I have some regional vice presidents coming, but to regional vice president. And I am just super pumped up about this because yes, I have my free Benz, and I can tell you all, I was driving a 2005 Nissan Altima before that. A lot of you know, you could probably hear it coming a mile away. And I definitely needed a car. So having a Benz, it was fantastic. But to be honest, the Benz just symbolizes all the lives that have been touched and all of the opportunity that has been taken advantage of. So I am just so grateful to pay this forward to each and every one of you because I know that this is a gift, and this is a gift that is meant to be shared. So, and actually, as of yesterday, I don't know that anybody or everybody knows this, but I turned in my letter of resignation for the school district where I'm at, and decided that I am going to build my own practice on my own time as a speech language pathologist and a behavior analyst, and let Arbonne fund, our family. And so I'm really grateful for what this is doing for us. And also, some of you know, but that second question, I'm going to revisit it later, but are you prepared for impact? I really want you to think about that because you want to do this business before you need this business, and I'll share a little bit more about that at the end. But as far as Arbonne goes, some of you may know a little bit about Arbonne, but really we are about four things. We're about making healthier choices, getting better results, turning your expenses into an income, and living your best life. And there are so many different ways that Arbonne does that, but that is our commitment. And I love it because, with Arbonne, we are about healthy products, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But everything with our products is also third-party tested, which I think is pretty powerful. It's not Arbonne putting the stamp of approval in the back saying, hey, we make a great product. It's actually independent labs that go ahead and test our products before it's even available to the consumer. And we have a zero hyperallergenic policy. So if our products are tested with, let's say 100 people, and even one person has a reaction, our scientists go back and reformulate. Whereas in the US, if it's less than 50%, so, you could have, 49 out of the 100 people don't have a reaction, and it would still be coined as hypoallergenic. So I absolutely love that about our company. We are about pure, safe, and beneficial products, and also the opportunity. So Pure, we are committed to unparalleled products free of harmful ingredients. We use a combination of botanical principles and scientific discovery. We're safe. We're dedicated to the safety of our products, which I talked about, and also beneficial. Our products are beneficial, and most of our products, if not all, serve multiple functions and can benefit you in multiple ways. And what's beneficial is our products, but what's really beneficial is this income opportunity, and that's why we're so excited to share this with you. We have 36 years behind us of research and development. which is huge. We're botanically based. We are certified vegan. We're formulated without gluten, dairy, and whey-free. We use standardized botanicals and herbs, GMO screening. We also have no cholesterol, trans fats, saturated fats, never tested on animals. You won't find any animal byproducts. And this is huge too. No artificial colors, sweeteners, or dyes. And I don't know how much you guys are looking at labels, but you will see these things in so many of the products when you go through the food stores. When you even look at other protein shakes that are supposed to be natural, and then you look on the back and you actually read the labels, you can see a ton of things you can't pronounce, and a lot of times you will see these dyes, or you'll especially see these sweeteners. I actually have a consultant who uses our protein, who switched from another network marketing company, and they were on reflux medication. And once they made that switch to our Arbonne products, they actually were able to come off their medication. So I think it's really powerful that you're looking at what you're putting in your body, and also what you're putting on your skin. We are free of animal products and animal byproducts. We're also free of petroleum ingredients. I don't know if any of you ever heard of mineral oil, but mineral oil is a derivative of gasoline. It's actually the crude oil that sits at the top in the distillation process. And years ago, this used to have to be disposed of and paid to, they used to have to pay to have it disposed of, these gasoline companies. Now, because it's a toxic substance. Now they actually make a profit off of it by selling it to bath and beauty companies, to cosmetic companies. And mineral oil, it intensifies, it just sits on your skin. It intensifies aging, so it increases aging. It also dries out your skin, and it's literally like wrapping your skin in saran wrap. Our skin is the largest organ in our body, and anything you put on your skin reaches your bloodstream within 26 seconds, guys. I know, right? That's kind of scary. I didn't know that before Arbonne. But when you think about it and you're wrapping your skin in saran wrap, you are not allowing those toxins to escape, which that organ is one of our detoxification organs. It's meant to detoxify, and you're wrapping it in saran wrap, and so these toxins are just getting built up. So it is really important. We also don't have any parabens, no sulfates, which is huge because we know more and more research is coming out that is linking these things to cancer. So our products are amazing. So if nothing else, you definitely want to get your hands on some products. Whoever sent this video to you or invited you on the call, that is something that is unmatched. And we do have something for everyone. Speaking of products, we have over 450 products. We have tons of products. And I will tell you that our products are unbelievable. We have a baby line, nutrition line, men's line, anti-aging skincare. Actually, we have 5 different skincare lines. Cosmetics. We have so many different products, and they all are held to the same standards, which is so powerful. So if you have a pulse, we have something for you. Hair is optional. We say skin and a pulse. That's all you need for Arbonne. So the other thing is that you actually get to turn your expense into an income with Arbonne. So all of these products, if you're like me and you're using, tons, I think that the average person uses 40 to 50 products before they leave the house. And actually, depending upon the products that you're using, the average woman uses 515 chemicals in a day and puts these chemicals and toxins on their body, which blows my mind. But these are products that you're already using. So, we're hoping, right? We're hoping that you shower every day. We're hoping that you, put on your deodorant. So these are products people are using every day. And we are just simply redirecting spending. And if you're like me, and the way I would go to Target, let's say, for some shampoo and conditioner, and then I'd go to Ulta or Sephora for some cosmetics, and then I'd go to GNC or Whole Foods, let's say, for some nutritional products and supplements. And what was I doing? I was literally paying for all their storehouses, paying for their kids to go to college, right? I was lining their pockets by going out and spending in their store. Now, I've turned that expense into an income. Not only do I get a ridiculous discount, right now it's 35 to 50% off you get on your products as a consultant, but then on top of it, I get paid back commission on anything I buy. So I get paid to shower. I get paid to use my protein every day. So you're turning an expense into an income. And the products that you're using are also a business investment, so it's also a tax write-off. So there's just so much opportunity, and these are products that you're already using, but now you can turn that expense into an income. And same thing with other people. For me, I was like, I'm not in sales. It was scary because I'm like, I don't know a thing about sales. Well, let me tell you guys, you don't have to know a thing about sales at all. Actually, we sometimes find it hard when people are trying to sell because we don't sell in Arbonne. We share and we educate people on healthier choices, and then we let them decide. We educate people on healthier choices as far as products go, and we teach them how to build a team, earn an income. So really, we're sharing a gift of products, and we're sharing a gift, the biggest gift that Arbonne, the best product that Arbonne has to offer, which is the Arbonne opportunity, which is why you're on this call. So I am not a numbers girl, but I will tell you that these numbers speak volume. Looking at the market share data, which is what is spent in the US in 1 year, $80 billion is spent on anti-aging skincare alone. That to me blew my mind, and I should have been using anti-aging skincare, when I joined, and actually I wasn't. I was using whatever I could pick up on the shelf. So I was like, I wasn't using a system, or I had no regimen. I'm embarrassed to say, but $80 billion a year is being spent on anti-aging. Then you have your protein, fiber, and energy drinks, $12.2 billion. Now this was put together a few years ago. Now, 27. The latest number that I heard was 27 billion is being spent in 1 year on these products. You have organic makeup, 300 million. Lash enhancer. To be honest, I didn't even know what lash enhancer was before Arbonne. 200 million. Shampoo, conditioner, 20 billion. Guys, people are spending money on these every day. This is recession proof. People are buying these. And I will tell you that people may be broke, but they still want to look and feel good. There are 3 things that are recession proof: tobacco, alcohol, and health and wellness. Okay, women are the primary spenders in the household, and they may be broke, but they want to look and they want to feel good. So you might say, you know what, all of this sounds so amazing. How come I've never heard of Arbonne before? How come I don't see this in my local department store? And that's because we use a system that's a genius called network marketing. So, and network marketing is basically word of mouth advertising. Now, if you shower every day, you do Arbonne. If you talk to people every day, you do Arbonne. But you're just not getting a check for it yet, right? Because what network marketing is sharing something that you've used or that you have a testimonial for, right? So you think about it, and let's say you read a really good book, right? Well, what's the first thing you do? You're going to tell somebody. You might post it on Facebook. You go to a really good restaurant and you love a dish and you're super excited. You post it on your newsfeed. People are doing this all the time. That restaurant is not cutting you a paycheck. That author is not sending you a thank you note with a little bonus, right? Well, that is the difference. So that is really, exciting because it is a simple delivery system. So traditional retail goes to the manufacturer, wholesaler, warehouser, advertisers, retailer, and consumer. And let's be real, guys. Is Halle Berry really rocking Revlon? Right? But she's getting a nice check out of it. And that's when you go and you pick up that thing. Let's say you go to go get some shampoo at Target, right? 80% of what you're picking up in that shampoo is gone to that middle process. But network marketing is genius because it literally goes right from the manufacturer through the consultant, which, by the way, through our ID, because we don't even have to keep inventory or deliver the products. Everything is internet-based. So anybody use Amazon Prime? Amazon? Yeah, exactly, especially around the holidays, right? You can't find me in a store anymore. But it goes through our ID, through our free website, and then it gets delivered right to the consumer. And so that is how we are able to spend so much money on research and development on these premium products. That is how, we are able to get the commissions that we earn and the free trips and the free bends, is because we're cutting out that 80% and Arbonne is reallocating that funding into the product development and into the consultants. So who endorses network marketing? Well, I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He says that the richest people in the world are building networks and the rest are simply trained to work. So true. Warren Buffett, the third richest man in the world, he has 5 or 6 now network marketing companies. Paul Zane Pilsner, he's the one who predicted the dot-com boom back in the day, like when computers were literally the size of the room, which I know you guys can't see this room right now, but when computers were massive, he predicted that people would have computers in his hand, in the palm of their hands. And what he is predicting is that we have a perfect storm. We have health and wellness, which you cannot deny that we are in a health and wellness revolution. You go into Walmart, you go into Target, it doesn't matter. You're going to see gluten-free, non-GMO, organic. Guys, people are looking for this. We're becoming more and more green as a society and more educated about what we're putting in our bodies. So we're in a health and wellness revolution. And he says you couple that with a home-based, internet-based business when everyone is burnt out and tired from that 9 to 5 and that daily grind. And you have the perfect storm. More millionaires are coming out of network marketing right now than any other industry. And it is predicted that 50% of households will have someone involved in network marketing by the end of this year. So it's either going to be from you that people are going to hear about network marketing or somebody else. But what we have to offer is absolutely unmatched. So we have a simple system for success, which I love because I am, like I said, I'm a speech pathologist. I work in the schools. I can follow a lesson plan. I can write a lesson plan, copy, paste. We share a product, a premium product that's helping other people. We build a team and we earn an income and we wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. We teach and train others to do the same. And you watch your business grow. Now, my husband, like I said, called it a pyramid scheme. And actually, when I truly asked him what a pyramid scheme was, he didn't really have an answer for me. And that's probably because they're illegal and they don't even involve product. But I challenged him, and I would challenge you to think about corporate America, which is where he was working at the time. So you have a CEO, one CEO, at the top of the company. You have your VPs, your middle management. You have those people. Then you have those people in the trenches, those employees who are working day in and day out. Now, you're going to tell me that management, those VPs, do not benefit from those people in the trenches? And what about that CEO who's out golfing and enjoying his time while everyone else is working for him, right? And how do you become CEO? Well, first of all, the CEO has to die or resign because we know there's only one, right? Or choose to leave for whatever reason. And then somebody has to determine that you are worthy. You don't get to decide. It doesn't matter how much education you have. It doesn't matter, your experience level. Someone else decides your fate for one person at the top. So when I think of Arbonne, I like to think of it as an upside down pyramid because we have an unlimited number of people at the top of the company and we all start at the same point. We all start as independent consultants and you determine where you fall in the 4 levels that I'll talk about. But it's up to you. Unlimited number of people at the top and no glass ceiling, which is huge. So we are ground floor Google. Yes, you heard we've been around for 36 years, but guys, the time is now. We have 1% brand awareness and we are exploding in numbers. Why? Because we're in that health and wellness revolution. We are going into new countries. This year, we're going into our 2nd brand new country, okay? So we are in the US, we are in UK, we're in Australia, Canada, we're in Poland. We launched into New Zealand in June, and it is exploding. And in the 4th quarter, we're going into Taiwan. We are not stopping our global expansion, guys. We are going. Our numbers are up. Other companies are showing decreasing trends, and we are exploding. So I just want you to know this is ground floor Google, and I love every single one of you. I am excited for you, and I'm telling you that we are going to the top of this company with or without you, but guys, it would be so much more fun to share this with you. This is an amazing gift, and you are sitting at the perfect opportunity at the perfect time. So with our compensation plan, this is a lot of times where people perk up and it gets a little more interesting. This is our compensation plan. And in our compensation plan, we like to keep it super simple, right? We only have 4 levels of management. So our district manager is our first level promotion. A lot of people do that in 2 to 5 months time. It really just depends on you. It's your journey. But district managers are making about $200 to about $1,000 a month. So what could that be for you? Maybe that's a car payment, right? Maybe that's a big chunk of your rent or your mortgage payment. Maybe that's just some extra money for you and your family to actually go on vacations and enjoy each other. So what could that do for you as a district manager? First level promotion in a couple months' time. Okay, next level is area manager. I love this business. One of the reasons is because of this. Your business becomes willable once you promote to area manager. What that means, for the school district where I was working, if I didn't go to work, I didn't get paid. Okay, it didn't matter how many years I was working. If I didn't go to work and God forbid something ever happened to me, my paychecks would stop coming. With Arbonne, my business is willable for up to 3 generations. That is huge. Okay, and you're looking at commission of about $1,000 to about $4,000 a month. What is that? Think about what that could do for you and your family. Maybe that's the point where you could walk away from your career, should you choose. And some people are so happy in their career, and that's great. If you're happy and you're satisfied, but let me ask you this. If you stop going to work, would they still pay you? Do they love you that much? This is an additional flexible stream of income. So an extra $1,000 to $4,000 a month. And then the next level, which is where we promoted to, is regional vice president. At that level, you're making about $4,000 to $14,000 a month. Working it part-time, guys, fitting it in where you can. And Arbonne loves you so much that they give you $800 a month to pick out any Benz that you want. It just has to be white because the pure, and then Mercedes because of the safety. But you get $800 a month to pick out any Benz you want. Then national vice president, and again, there's an unlimited number of people at the top of this company, and a lot of people do this in 3 to 5 years' time. You're making $22,000 to $32,000 on average a month in Arbonne. And Arbonne bumps up your Benz bonus to $1,000 a month. Not a bad deal, right? So you have these commissions, and every single management level has bonuses that you're eligible for. Whether it's $200, $400, $600, you're eligible for bonuses at each level, which is really exciting. So now you're going to say, well, now what? So how do I even get started? Well, as a client, there's a couple different ways you can sign up with Arbonne and benefit from our awesome products and opportunity. The first one I'm not going to spend a lot of time on because, you were really asked to be a part of this for the third way. But as a client, you pay full price, but you get botanically based products. This is really someone who wants to order maybe 1 or 2 things. However, and then the second option is a preferred client. And a preferred client is someone where you pay $20 and you get 20% off for the entire year. You get something that's kind of like Kohl's Cash to use off your next purchases. So that's nice. And then the third, which is why you were asked to be on this call tonight, is a consultant. And a consultant, you're getting 35% off. It's unlimited income potential, and you have the option for the Mercedes bonus program. So looking at that, and that's $79 for the entire year. And then it's only $30 a year to renew. And people always ask, as far as, can I lose my consultant status? Do I have to, do so much to maintain a consultant every month? And we will talk about that. But as far as your consultant, that $79 is a one-time fee for the entire year. Now, I want to close with this. There's 4 key factors they say you want to look for in a network marketing company. Okay, and this isn't me saying this. This is a professor of business, Dr. Charles King. He says You want consumable products. Well, we already talked about that, right? I mean, if you look at bags or jewelry, it's like, how much of that can you have? And that's the first thing that people stop buying. Your shampoos, your conditioners go down the drain. I don't know anyone that ever just runs out of shampoo and is like, oh, wait a few weeks for that. Well, at least we hope not, right? You hope you don't sit next to them in your office. So these are consumable products that people are using. People are reordering constantly. Then you have marketplace demand. I talked about those numbers. We have something for everyone, over 450 products, $80 billion just on our skincare line. This is genius, guys. These numbers speak volumes. The third is timing and trends. Okay, so timing and trends. Health and wellness, home, internet-based business. We know the timing and trends are absolutely in our favor. Network marketing is exploding as an industry. 1 in 100 people will be millionaires in network marketing. And then the last, which is honestly the most important to me, is the ability to leverage your time. If you go into an assisted living facility and you ask somebody in there, what are your regrets? No one is going to say to you, I wish I would have worked harder. I wish I would have put more hours in the office. People are going to say things like, I wish I would have had more time with my family. I wish I wouldn't have been so stressed out all the time because I was so burnt out, because I was so stressed. So, and he says that if you're looking at a network marketing company, you want to have 1 or 2 of the 4 of these. Arbonne has all 4, guys. This is an opportunity that you do not want to pass you by. So I'm going to close with those same 2 questions. Where will you be in 5 years if you continue to do exactly what you're doing right now and you change nothing? And we all know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And then the second is, how long could you survive on your current source of income and your savings should you lose your current source of income? And this is that question that I said I wanted to revisit. Before my husband, 2 kids, and I went on a 7-day cruise that was paid for by Arbonne on the Oasis of the Seas, 2 days before, my husband and his entire team at work was let go. My husband has filled out and applied 50 different times. He's been on 8 interviews. Guys, he is still searching. What if we didn't have this? What if I didn't do this business before I needed this business? I don't even know that we would have a house, let alone have the financial freedom for me to choose to walk away from my career and follow my dream of building a practice where I can support and outreach my community for children with autism. Guys, this is powerful stuff. This changes lives. So don't just think about your life, but who can you pay this forward to? Who do you know that is struggling when they put their head down at night, trying to make ends meet and heavy-hearted? What could this do for you, but what could this do for others? You are a hope giver in Arbonne. So I want you, the biggest reason that you will hear this information and you will not do something with it tonight is because of fear. And fear is false evidence appearing real. I will tell you, you have to face the fear, jump in, and do it anyway. Instead of spending so much time asking yourself, what if it doesn't work? Stop. Ask yourself, what if it does? Thank you so much for taking the time tonight. I really appreciate you guys for being here and for you guys tuning in on Zoom. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And I encourage you to go back to the person who sent you this call or this video and follow up and jump in. Bye, guys.